Are you thinking of purchasing a home and want to know what the seller has to disclose about the property? In this video, I will go over 5 items a seller has to disclose about the property they are selling. Be sure to stay tuned till the end where I talk about one thing sellers do not have to disclose in Oregon that may shock you. If we haven't met already, my name is Larissa Mayfield, and I am a top producing realtor that specializes in helping clients buy and sell country property in the beautiful Willamette Valley. First is easements. If you are buying a developed piece of property, there's always going to be at least one easement from the power company. Other easements might be for water or phone services. On occasion, you may have an easement from a neighboring property in order to access their land. Easements will appear on the preliminary title report. You'll want to make sure you review all easements carefully and ask your agent and escrow officer to explain easements in more detail if you have any questions. Second, does the seller have legal authority to sell the property? This means that the seller is clear to sell the property and no one has first right of refusal of the property, or that there isn't a life estate attached to it. An easy mistake a seller can make that results in a nightmare later down the road is making a lot line adjustment with the neighbor. If either property has a lien on it, the lenders have to be notified of the line adjustment and the borrower's loan modified. If this is not done prior to selling, the neighbor's lien holder could have a first lien on the seller's property. In this case, it could take up to 6 months or longer to get this title issue resolved. Third is the water and sewage system. The seller has to disclose where the property receives its water from and where the sewage is disposed at. This could be a public resource or it could be a well and a septic. Fourth, is there a common interest attached to the property, such as a homeowners association or other governing agency? If so, the seller will need to disclose the agency's information, the amenities available, and the fees involved with being part of the association. If there are any CC&Rs, those will also need to be provided for the buyer's review. Lastly, the one thing in Oregon that sellers do not have to disclose is if someone has passed away in the home. This does not have to be disclosed to the buyer in Oregon. I know in other states this particular item does need to be disclosed, but currently, as of the recording of this video in Oregon, that is not the case. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Now that you have learned a little bit more about what sellers have to disclose, you may be interested in my next video where I cover the type of inspections you should have when buying a home. If you'd like to get in touch with me to learn more about the Willamette Valley region and to kick off your home search, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. I will link all my social media in the show notes, or you can connect with me through my website at larissamayfieldre.com.